Hey everybody, this is Petey from the Spinner Rack, and we also have
Calvin Ellis, ready to rock.
DC Studios. Their second thing for this year will be Clayface. We have the trailer here, and let's watch it before I say any sort of. What do you say?
Looks good. Looks good. Is this the first superhero horror movie?
Um, I don't know if this is good. Let's see.
I mean, I'm talking with the like the more recent stuff, not going all the way back to like Swamp Thing or Ghost Rider or something.
Of the recent things, we wouldn't throw good from the 2000s. Or I guess
No,
no, we'll say the New Mutants. New Mutants would be it. That would be the
okay, New Mutants, New
that would
Mutants.
be but this is
All right, so
having
okay, so this
leap
so this is the
into
first superhero horror movie then. If New Mutants is the thing, this is the because New Mutants shouldn't have been a horror movie. So I mean, this is what you're supposed to be doing with these type of characters. This doesn't look like it cost a lot to make. Okay, you got a nondescript villain in here that most people are not familiar with. The premise, perfectly fine for you to work with. The powers that Clayface has, you can do a lot with these with a little bit of dough. And you can get what is it? You can get some jump scare. You can get they're probably going to go for jump scare as opposed to making people uncomfortable, a la Obsession, one of the most uncomfortable movies I've seen in a while. But yeah, like this. This good.
side note. Did you like Obsession?
Good grief, no. No.
Okay.
Wait, well, I mean, do you mean if I thought it was entertaining, like overall?
No, I mean just if you liked it. Yeah, not if
I don't
some.
like the premise. I didn't like the premise
Yeah,
because he makes this wish
yeah.
that she would love him more than anyone else. And I was like, how does it go so left? Just about everybody in the planet loves somebody more than they love anybody else. And we're not out over here, standing in one spot, defecating and urinating on ourselves until they come home. It was just wild. The concept of love being able to be warped into what they had in the movie, I just never bought into it. Otherwise, I was just like, okay, horror movie, I'll watch it.
Mhm. Well, for me, this kind of it probably might be made way better than the Sony stuff like Mobius or Craven. It might be way better, but it kind of feels like that. And only thing that would keep me real, the other thing that would keep me saying that, the other thing that keep me away is kind of the gore. But at the same time, the gore is what people like. There's some more. That no, actually, it's not cerebral. But I was watching what's it? It was a movie I was watching where it was like a vampire story, and I sent it to my sister, and she watches the what are those things, the Terrifier and all that other stuff, and she didn't like a more kind of a horror, like a horror town type of thing, and she just, but she liked those type of hostel and those things. So it feels like this in that vein. And if you kind of show this trailer to the public, I think they might go for it. I think they might go for that stuff because that kind of brings people in. For me, kind of the horror stuff, I like it, but if it's kind of just doing jump scares and like the Friday 13th movies where you're saying, how do the kids get killed type of stories, I'm not kind of with that. I kind of with
Well,
the
you're gonna get some of that with Clayface when he can take on different forms, and so he could definitely kill them in different ways. There's gonna be there. That was the low hanging fruit, so they're gonna have that.
was I
I,
think
I guess I gotta add.
hmm?
Did you see Obsession?
No, I didn't. I'm staying away
Okay.
from because of the idea from the trailer, idea of the wish, her wish, making that wish, and it going horrible this soon, and or
Well,
to the point where she can't do nothing. Like I could imagine that's where they're going with it. So I was kind of like, no.
traditionally, like you get the genie in the bottle, and they'll tell you there's certain wishes that they just don't grant. And one of them is I can't make anybody love you. It just doesn't work. can't do that. And here it was, in the Obsession movie, it was pretty much the same thing where it should have been like, no, we can't do this, it just doesn't work. And instead, it's like, all right, we're not gonna grant your wish, but we're gonna turn her into this thing. So that premise was hard. That premise was hard for me to accept, but the audience had no problem accepting it because I think they honestly believe that love and obsession are not that far away from each other when they're two totally different, distinct things.
Yeah, that's the thing. And the audience goes, yeah, it makes total sense. You get the hottest girl, you get like, but that's the thing that they've been selling us in these movies for so long. We get Kelly Preston in My Secret Admirer, and if it goes south because she's vapid or airhead, and also they
Well, this
yeah they have struggles of having sex, and then it's like it's over. And I'm like, not with Kelly
Kelly
Preston.
Preston.
I will try this again.
Well, this is more yeah, this is like, you make a wish and you get Glenn Close out of Fatal Attraction. That
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing about this is that, see, the way she acted in the film was
Mhm.
tolerable, was tolerable for even the people in the movie because it was a woman. If it was a guy acting like this, they would have called the cops, easily. He couldn't there's no way he would, this level of this level of emotional insanity would have ever been tolerated. So that was something else with it. I guess we should have done a review for Obsession since Clayface got us there. But no, this is what I always think is smart play if you're in an existing universe or rebuilding a universe. Go for the low hanging fruit. Like, what's some stuff here where we can make a movie, we can make a profit, we can we can build up a brand, and for the most part we don't necessarily need to hit a home run. If we get a single with this one, if we get on base, that's good. That's just another feather in the cap, and we can keep building on it. And Clayface, I think, is the right film for that, especially after they dropped after Supergirl was not the film that they wanted it to be. I don't know what film they wanted it to be based on the choices they made, but this I think is a this I think is a better a better step for them.
Well, there's a thing to have something that can be your easily be a success that can get run you a profit. That's always good, and that's what Marvel or Marvel Studios did with Blade. They found something that, well, actually, it's not really Marvel Studios, because you hear that Wesley was involved for a very long time trying to get Black Panther and Blade going, and got he the script for Black Panther. I guess it fell apart when who's that guy? John Singleton kind of bailed because they were talking about it. It's like, and Wesley was like, "This is cool." So I guess some of the aspects of the being in the Black Panther movement that was in the intro of the Black Panther. Wesley was like, "Where's the gadgets? There's the fun stuff." So, but doing something that was successful, I was just looking at it and saying, wow, it's like, I don't know, maybe like 20 million, and they made like 100 and something million, not at today's prices. It'll probably be way more that they made. And the second one, it made double. I mean, it made, I guess you say triple. It made triple of what it costs. It cost a little more than the other one. It did in a big opening weekend. So doing something that um well, we'll see how this works into the series, but this is them capitalizing on their own type of venom and bringing a talent that might be, bringing some things to it. So we'll see how it goes. All right, spin a rack.
But out.
We are out.